I am not the one.
I'm not the one.
I'm not the one.
My husband was the one. Oscar was a very loving husband, father, mentor, and friend.
My dad, he was a leader, he was a motivator.
He was the pulse of our family. Everything I did, it had to be excellent or it wasn't good enough.
No matter how bad I always thought things were, he was very optimistic, and he could smile, and that would indeed lift me up as well.
But my dad was just everything I could have wanted him to be.
His dad had just recently passed from a heart condition in December of 2016. Oscar was well into talking about chairing the Heart Ball for 2018, and when that happened, it really kind of fueled him even more. And he made the comment to me that he wanted us to be the first couple to raise the most money. So April 5th, he went and worked out as normal, and immediately I could tell something wasn't, exactly right, and he thought he had just overheated. And he said, I feel better, so I'm gonna lay down, and I went to get the girls up for school. And when I came back in, he still was not better, and we immediately went to the hospital. And when we got there, they said that he was actively having a heart attack at that time.
We didn't know that he even had a heart condition until that day he walked in having an active heart attack.
For the next probably 5 to 6 days, he progressed very well. And then on the last day, he felt a little tired, but he got up and he did his normal routine and shaved him, did his hair, all that thing that I normally do, and had to go to work that day just for a little bit. So I left him with his mom. About an hour in, I got a phone call from his nurse, and she immediately told me to come back. I could just remember getting off the elevator and just dropping everything because I could just tell by everybody's face that it wasn't a good thing. So on that day, he did pass, and it was, I think probably the hardest thing was watching his mom and then also having to tell the girls.
I would go visit my dad at the hospital every day. I would just sit and I would talk to him. And he was so excited about the Heart Ball all the time. That was literally like one of the last conversations we had. And at that point when my mom told me that he had passed, I knew that it was important to carry on his legacy by cheering the Heart Ball because I knew it was important to him.
To be able to keep going and do those things that are still important for your family, I think that's good. I think that's good.
The work that American Heart Association does through research and funding and just letting people know, like the Sweetheart program, that's more than enough. That's more than enough reasons to why you should support the American Heart Association.
It shouldn't be 1 in 4.
I think the biggest why for me right now would be to increase the odds, the 1 in 4. I want that to be better. I want my girls to beat the odds, and really, it should never be 1 in 4. That's my why.
Thank you very much. My wife, Doris, and my daughters, Stephanie and Sydney, we appreciate you. We power life.